You have always fascinated me, even as you terrify me, a widening expanse of light and darkness. There are no words to accurately describe your boundless beauty and perpetual power, for you are used as a definition for both. All this is stuffed into your simple name, Ocean. Foregoing your many prefixes, your unifying name is unassuming and small. It seems to fit us better than it ever could you, although I can imagine no other sound that could better represent the crashing of waves on shores or the echoing silence caused by your embrace. My basic instincts propel me away from your lapping arms, a need to survive that lives within us all. Perhaps that is what drives us to harm you, damage you, waste the gifts you provide. Often I find myself hoping that your crests would grow to swallow us whole. I could be weightless, suspended, surrounded by the very core of nature. You are the lifeblood that sustains me, sustains us all. To be frank, we know next to nothing about you. We travel your waters, ignoring the mystical unknowns, the pieces of ourselves we have lost, reducing you to nothing more than a tool used to visit the land, ignorant of the beautiful lands hidden in your depths. How dare we stand above you and claim to understand you, when you accept the parts of us that even we refuse? Treating creatures considered inferior identically, you go a step further than most humans, allowing them to live in peace regardless of differences in love. You give me hope, for if this were truly as unnatural, as abnormal as those above me claim, you would have ensured my existence invalid. You would have never allowed your permanent residence to survive, much less flourish. I have pondered over your existence countless times since childhood, but you have followed me around in my history. Initially, my ancestors had nothing to do with the ocean. We preferred our valleys and mountains, safe in expanses and crevices of the earth. Then we were forced to leave, shipped across your waves. We adapted. We made new homes on unfamiliar shores, stayed until those coasts became as familiar as the old mountains and the destroyed valley. My mother never learned to weave through your currents, a pain she holds close to this day. My father insisted on teaching his children we could take a step closer to understand you, who was both the aid to monsters determined to destroy my family and the shield that saved them from death. Through my ruminations, I have come to understand that you take no sides, an ever-flowing mass of energy. You exist as you are. I thank you for that. Despite everything, you remain a constant, steady in your tides, even your rage a calculated occurrence in the systems of nature. It is comforting to know I will never truly understand you, reassuring to realize that a future generation might. I will return to you someday, as scattered fragments of my physical form. I trust you to take me where I need to be.